Another UR? What? What? I hope they don't get mad that I have this card and I'm gonna delete the account. All right, let's go ahead and start another fresh run for Gold Chip. I think this is the most requested unit, the most requested character that I'm supposed to clear with. I understand a lot of people are having trouble with it, and it makes a lot of sense for sure. Gold Chip is a very interesting character. She has a couple of events that are just really bad in terms of like what it does. I believe she has one event where she just completely locks out 4 training options. And then there's like just random events too where she just loses her mood and a little bit of your stats. So certainly she's a very difficult horse to train. It is pretty much intended by her design, by her personality. You can tell she's a pretty big troll, right? So there's a lot of that going on. But let's go ahead and get our carrots over here from a fresh account, and we'll get our roll here. I believe Gold Chip is free. If she's not free, then we're gonna have to roll for her. Let me see over here. If I go over here to enhance, I go to trainee over here. Okay, yeah, she's a free unit, so we're totally fine. Let's take a look at Gold Chip really quick before I roll for my support cards. So this is Gold Chip. We have base stats. The only really low stats that we could see is her low guts and her low wit. And for sure, these things kind of do come up because characters like Gold Chip, the end chasers or end closers, I think that's what they're called. These characters are very skill reliant. Otherwise, they are kind of like a troll, similar to Gold Chip. What end closers do is they hang out at the way back, and in fact, they kind of just want to stay in last place until towards the middle of the race, where they do start to pick up a lot of speed and acceleration skills and sort of sneak up on the front, on the lead, to accelerate very quickly at the very final corner, the final leg, and be able to overtake their composition. Because of that, they are very dependent on power. Power is the main stat that governs acceleration, right? And since Gold Chip is also a character that likes to run on long tracks, and she has that in her career events or in her track of races, her goals that she wants to complete, she also has to maintain a lot of stamina. And every horse girl needs to maintain a lot of speed. So yeah, for sure, Gold Chip is a very challenging unit because essentially she's going to ask you to have a pretty good balance between speed, stamina, and power, which is a little difficult to do, especially if you're just starting out. There are a couple things, though, a couple things from this character sheet that can help us make or have an easier time raising Gold Chip, however. And that is in the growth rate. So it's very important to notice what the growth rate is for all characters. For Gold Chip, it's plus 20% stamina and plus 10% power. Usually there's a main stat 20% and a substat 10%. Later on in this game's lifetime, we will get, and I think it's starting with the anime collaboration units exactly, like with Tokai Teo or Mejiro McQueen. But later on in this game's life cycle, we will have like growth rates that are a little more split, like 14%, and then 2 substats at 8%, right? So that is something that will happen in the future. But what makes growth rate, or what makes Gold Chip's growth rate so good for her, right? Or how can we leverage it to have an easier time to raise her? Well, the nice thing about Gold Chip is that you don't actually, contrary to maybe other stamina units, you don't actually have to use so many stamina cards. In fact, she can get away with using 1 or even none. And the reason why is because of the growth rate. When you do power training, and definitely Gold Chip likes power because she needs to be able to cut through, not get boxed in. She needs to be able to also change lanes fast enough and pick up that pace to overtake the lead, right? Power is arguably Gold Chip's most important stat, right? I mean, very, very close second to speed. And so she needs a lot of power. That way we're going to get a lot of power training. And if we get a lot of power training, if you notice, power training trains not just power, but it trains stamina. And because stamina is the substat that power training trains, we can pretty much just focus on training power and utilize this growth rate for her substat to maintain that stamina threshold that she needs. A lot of people run into issues where they might have like too much stamina on gold chip, and the reason why is because they're just focusing a little too much on training it, when in fact her growth rate allows you to kind of lay off the stamina training more than other long distance racers. So our goal here with our pulls is to get a really good hopefully we could get like one good stamina card, but we really do want a couple of power cards at least. Hopefully something to smooth out the run, like a Tazuna or like a Fine Motion, and the rest are going to be speed cards. So let's see what we could get. We'll go to the Scout right now, hit the support card, and we'll do this. Let me know, guys, if you want me to just play SRs in the future, if you don't mind me using other cards, or if you want to see with like one SSR. I'm not too sure exactly, but I'm having a lot of fun kind of like starting these fresh accounts and seeing if we're able to clear the game. Let's do another roll here. Not very good. Not a very good start. Okay. Agnes Tachyon is pretty good. Agnes Tachyon is pretty good. We got 2 copies of her. Out of all the Wit cards, Agnes Tachyon or the Wit SRs, Agnes Tachyon is definitely one of the better ones. She gets initial Wit. She has training effectiveness, which is good. And we will be able to get with 1 limit break copy. Specialty priority is just super good in allowing your training sessions to feel a lot more consistent, because it means these your support cards are going to end up on their specialized training a lot more, right? Initial friendship gauge makes it really easy to become friends with her. She has race bonus. She has friendship bonus. This is a really good Wit stat stick for sure. We're going to be happy with that. Let me take a look at her skills. Medium corners, tether, medium straightaways, up tempo, tether, slightly decreased velocity of runners ahead when positioned towards the back late race. That's not bad, I don't think. Okay, cool. No, Agnes Tachyon, definitely a really nice card to pick up. Ooh, this is what you like to see. Asian Flash. Okay, so Asian Flash is a speed card. Has pretty good stats, friendship bonus, initial friendship gauge. As well, she does have training effectiveness and specialty priority. So really nice card to just end up on that speed training a lot easier. But not only that, she has race bonus on her unique perk, right? I guess we're not going to get the training effectiveness, sorry. But besides that, she has skills that are pretty good for gold chip. Notably, all the late surger skills. End closer is pretty hard to do if you don't have the right skills, but late surger is a lot easier, and it's also built pretty similarly to end closers. End closers and late surgers are almost identical in the way they build, in that power is really important and like super close to speed as a second, and then whatever stamina is whatever track you're racing, right? Whereas pace chasers are more like maybe a whole tier above. Like their speed is a whole tier above in terms of priority compared to power, and then stamina depends on, again, the track. Front runners are also pretty skill dependent. In order to maintain the lead, they want to make sure that they're activating the skills necessary to maintain that lead. So this is a really good card, and I'm happy to pick it up. Let's see what else we get. Ooh, we got a UR or SSR. Wow, Fine Motion. The other account that we played got Super Creek. That's so interesting. Great, yeah, Fine Motion. I want to use her, but we don't need to. We do have 2 copies of Agnes Tachyon, so I think we should be okay. But we'll see. Another UR? What? What? It didn't even let me see the animation, but I guess it's because I already own a copy. Well, we certainly can't use it now. I'm not going to use it for the run, But I guess if you guys are interested in getting this account, let me know, I guess. I wonder, I hope they don't get mad that I have this card and I'm gonna delete the account. Okay, well, we'll do this. If you guys are interested in having this account, I will make a YouTube post. So check my YouTube post like as soon as I drop this video, and then I'll put a pinned comment saying, hey, just comment here if you guys want this account, and we'll do like a little giveaway or something. I don't know. But either way, I feel like if you've been playing from launch, this account is not that much better than yours. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's do what we always do. We gotta do one of these races. Okay, why do we have to do these races? Is so we could check out the ranking and get our pick for a what is it called? A guest legacy Uma, as well as a guest card. Okay, you know what? That's nice. Yeah, for sure. Hey, I mean, you gotta find something, right? If you're having a lot of trouble, right, then just spend a little more time looking for better cards. That's what I would say. But let's see what this one does. Okay. Yeah. Wow. No, I'll take it. This is what? This is not a 9-star, is it? Yeah, it's a 7-star, which is fine, and that's great. Stamina, all stamina, and it gives me a lot of aptitude as well. So this one's a very good partner for us, and we can even, I was thinking we could get like great affinity, but I guess not. Out of these, I think I would just get this one in wit. It's not easy to have so little wit, but yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, we'll pick Super Creek here. And now we can take a look at what else we could do. Definitely want Agnes Tachyon. I was gonna play Maya no Top Gun. I guess not. Asian Flash for sure. I think we could play Aoi Kiryuin. Yeah, let's try Aoi Kiryuin. Hopefully that goes well. And then from there, so we have like 2 helper cards to help smooth out the run. We have Super Creek. Now we gotta find something else to play. Ideally for power. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking of using vodka. I'm actually thinking of using vodka over the Max Limit Break Super Creek, which is very interesting. If I wanted to train Gold Chip, I'm thinking it's gonna be with 2 power cards. Does this have specialty priority? Yes. Okay. Okay, we definitely want like at least 2 power cards. And so that's kind of why I'm thinking like I don't want to use the stamina, because it just isn't that necessary, you know? Okay, what if we do that? And then instead of this, we do speed. Okay, does she have specialty priority? Okay, that's pretty good. I think we're good with this. All right, here we are again with our second attempt. The first attempt I thought was doing pretty well. But the reason why I feel like it didn't work is because we just neglected speed a little too much. So friendship training is always nice, but you gotta make sure that you also have your stats. So let's give this one a go. We lost on the Kikuka show. I don't know how you say it, but we lost on that one. So it was a little rough. It was definitely a little rough there. I feel like we did have the stamina, we did have the power, but we were just lacking in the speed. So I think we're gonna go with speed here and skip the hints, try and level that up, and you know, make sure that we do have a good amount by the time we need it. We'll hit this two faces, 2 Umas, and don't know what this one is, but I run into it a lot. Energy is very good. I always prefer picking up energy because usually that energy just goes such a long way in reducing the failure rate of training that can give you like 25, 30 stats, you know? So I definitely value energy quite a bit. This one gives me energy. Don't overdo it. I know that from the last run, funny enough. And so I guess I'll explain the choices a little bit while I play as well. I don't know if I'm having that other recording in, or how much of it I'm having. But we have Aoi Kiryuin as a friend card here. Ooh, this one's pretty good. I'll take this one. It's nice to have Aoi in your deck because she reduces the failure rate as well as the energy consumption. So hopefully we don't fail this. Nice. What was it? 72? Yeah, 72% win rate. That's pretty good. What I like to do for sure, because sometimes I noticed this recently, sometimes I spook myself from picking up trainings. It really depends on, like, funny enough, what kind of mood I'm in. But what I found to be pretty useful in my experience is instead of thinking like, oh, there is a 40 or let's say a 29% failure rate, right? That looks like a kind of scary number, right? It's much easier to kind of flip it and think, okay, well, I have a 71% success rate. Would I take that? And like, I feel most of the times, or at least 70% of the times, the answer should be yes, right? So I think, yeah, I don't think that's bad at all. It's nice to just kind of flip the numbers and think of it in a different way. Because I know for sure, like, some people look at 20% fail rate and they're like, "Ooh, I don't want to touch that," right? But like, that's an 80% success rate, so it's not that bad, at least not in my opinion. We have the junior make debut coming up. I kind of don't want to do my wit training. God forbid I lose my junior make debut. I hate losing those. So I think we are just going to go with speed training here. That's the only stat that's really lacking, and it's also very important. We'll get some extra stats here too. Yeah, 15 power. I'll take it. I need everything I can get. Nimble Navigator. That is such a good pickup here. We need as an end closer, or I'm also thinking of building Gold Chip as a late chaser, or yeah, late surger, sorry. Either as a late surger or a end closer, you're going to want two major things in that type of playthrough, or to build that type of horse. You're going to want vision, and you're going to want maneuverability, because end closes and late surgers put themselves at odds with pretty much every other horse girl, right? They have to pass up so many of them, and they're the most prone. Those strategies are the most dice rolly strategies out of all of them, because they can, and they often do, run into issues where they get boxed in. And if they get boxed in, your horse is dead, you know? If they get boxed in, your run's over. That attempt is done, right? Sometimes they're able to slip through, and typically how that's done is by using maneuverability skills, right? Having a wide degree of vision, right, or a field of view is also essential for late surgers and end closers, because it helps them avoid getting boxed in. Besides that, it also does affect their success rate in applying debuffs, the red skills that you see. And if I do get the vision buff for end closers, I think I will pick that up. But nice, good, strong win. That's exactly what you want to see from an end closer. Very cool. I think it's called end closer, right? It's not called end chaser, right? In the Japanese version, we used to call them chasers, I believe, right? But I think it is end closer. All right. This one, running style, maybe for speed? No, late surger savvy. I think I will build as a late surger, especially if I could get like Asian Flash skills. Asian Flash is a very good speed card for late surgers because she does have great late surger skills, and I think she is also a pretty good stat stick card as well. We'll hit the rest here, and we do have a good mood. We do need to win a race before the hopeful stakes, and nice. That is great that we have a great mood. We'll hit this guts here. Another core weakness to Gold Chip is her severe lack of guts. And while guts in and of itself isn't such an important stat, it becomes vitally important if you're not meeting the minimum threshold, right? Remember that stamina and guts, these stats need to meet some sort of minimum unless you want to suffer like a lot of penalties, right? Whatever that minimum is, I'm not too sure, to be completely honest, but it depends on where you are in your career, and using the predictions is a good way to kind of gauge where you are at. And I think I'm going to play it a little safe here and just not take that race. See if we could build up some more stats before then. And I think that will be effective. Right now, racing would be nice because I don't think we have very good trainings. So how is this one looking? I think this is fine. We do have a rainy day, and I think that does affect stamina, or especially soft tracks do. And we have a good amount of stamina, so I think we might actually win out over the competition with this one. We also have power too, and I don't know if power affects that at all, whether it's soft or raining, but I would imagine it kind of does, right? But yeah, we're gonna skip this because it's not a career race. Okay, she's slipping through, but I think she got second, right? Nice. Okay. Totally fine with that. No problem. No problem at all, for sure. All right. Now we are junior year, late September. I never remember what this event is. That's definitely not what I needed, but that's totally fine. Let's hit the rest here. Okay. Which did you lose? The ultra fast 7G smartphone. Nice. I got some speed. That's nice. Okay. Silent Suzuka is looking pretty low on her friendship, so we will go ahead and train with her. Stamina is always nice too, but yeah, we are going to want to hit that speed eventually. The guts here for a 17% chance. What is that? 73? Is that, or is it an 83? 83% chance success rate. That's good, right? I don't know if I mentioned that here, but it's always useful to kind of flip the numbers for these failure rates, because I feel like if you do 9 times out of 10, you do, not 9 times out of 10, but you pick these trainings that you would otherwise avoid, right? More often. And I feel like they are worth the risk, you know? I feel like the risk is pretty minimal. Unless it gets to like 35-40% territory, then I'm a little spooked. But okay, I think so. We have a late surger savvy. If we do get like hints from Asian Flash, then we'll get more late surger stuff. And I probably don't want to commit to getting this vision ability. I'll just pick this one. Sure. Yeah. And that will increase our wit. You can tell by the icon, right? And hopefully that helps us proc our skills a little better. But yeah, let's go ahead and race this. Nice. That looks good. That looks very good for us, for sure. We're treating this kind of like a live playthrough. I do want to stream on Twitch eventually. Anime Expo is in a couple days though, and I kind of want to focus on doing that because I am meeting with some friends even outside of the convention. So I'm trying to keep my mind open to those things. And as soon as Anime Expo is done, I think I will start streaming, and hopefully nothing changes too much about the Uma Musume scene in just 4 days. We'll have to see though. But yeah, I think we'll skip the wit. We'll just go for speed here because we definitely need to improve our friendship with them. Power. So we got a 69% rate of success. Another thing too is just like, are these trainings worth that risk, right? Is this one friendship training worth that risk? I feel like it's not really, especially when I do want speed. Okay, let's get this one. We build needed friendship. and it's also speed. I remember, I think our Legacy Uma, yeah, vodka. Yeah, we have a lot of stamina sparks to inherit, so it's definitely a lot better to kind of lean more into speed training. I think we'll hit Wit here and become friends with Asian. Let's take a look here. I think we could go for power. That's nice. I think after that, we'll probably have access to Aoi's dates. And she improved my mood. That's great. You take the first option, the search for a hobby. That event allows you to start taking Kiryu now for dates. And we got a huge energy and mood boost. That's great. That is going to help me secure this run a lot easier, let me tell you. So, this is my second attempt, by the way. I think I did mention that earlier, but I just want to reiterate. We want to make sure that, you know, being as transparent as possible. But this looks good. We got an inspiration event. Not bad. I think that's very good. That's going to help us out quite a bit. All that stamina. That way we could build more speed. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. Totally fine. So we are lacking a little bit of stamina, but I feel like with some power training we'll be fine with that. And definitely lacking in speed. There's like 4 end closers. That's interesting. There's 4 people taking my strat. I should have changed to late surger. I just realized. That is unfortunate, but we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. But yeah, I do want to switch up my strat because we do have that. We did pick up and like spent like 180 or so skill points on that late surger savvy, which is be a shame if 180 skill points go to waste, right? But yeah, I think we got this one. Nice. Hell yeah. Good win, good win. Oof. Big kick. Oh man. Gold Chip's so funny. I think she's really cool. Alright. I used to not like her so much. I used to not like her so much. She did not appeal to me at all. But the personality kind of grows on you, right? Maybe you're like me right now. Maybe you just don't get it. Maybe you're like, this girl's annoying. Okay? This girl's just a huge troll. She's annoying. She's obnoxious. She's loud. She drop kicks me. Maybe you're like that right now, but I feel the longer you stick with the game, the more she'll grow on you, okay? I feel it. Mark my words, okay? You cannot escape from the gold chip. Okay, so this one is extra training. Yeah, my mind just blanked there. But we're good. This is looking good. We have basically orange friendship with everyone in our support deck. Everything's starting to land in the right training. I like our speed where it's at. It's great. I just want to make sure that we are able to train guts eventually. I want to train my power as well because, again, we want to leverage her 20% growth rate on stamina. And we do that by having and training power more because power training gives her some stamina. So that's a 68% success. I think I'll do it, right? That's good. Okay. That spooked me for a second. But I think we're good. I mean, we have Aoi, right? We have Aoi Kiryuin. I think we're fine. I think we're okay. This is we are gonna be low on energy though for this. But that's fine. We are gonna have to ignore these, I believe. This one's hard to ignore. That one's hard to ignore, actually, though. But our guts is really low. And the fact is like, I just don't need that much power. I really don't. If the goal is to survive, then we gotta pick the goal. We gotta pick according to our goal, okay? Uma Musume is a game all about having goals and completing them and clearing them. Whether it's making the perfect parent, surviving URA, winning URA, getting to the end of the campaign, making a good like dirt Uma, Legacy Uma, making a good PvP. Like, it's all about goals and meeting those goals. So we need to make sure that we're padding out our guts wherever we can, because that's definitely very important. Let's try this one. Energy. I'll take it. Okay. That's really cool. put me just in line with a level 4 speed with 2 friends. I'll take that. Thank you very much. All right. And we got 20 energy formation flash. Okay. This is probably pretty decent guts roll. We'll take the 90% success. Very cool. I'm liking where we're at. I think it's pretty good. Let's just go ahead and rest. And now we are looking at being a late chaser. Even though we've had a lot of success being a end closer, we are going to swap the strat here and see if that's better. Okay. The stamina is low, which is kind of making me want to stay as an end closer. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. Just take a look at it at the very least. Okay, so we're at the race. All right, we're gonna 4x this. And like where we're at right now, that's totally fine. I'm expecting us to start overtaking around here, this part, a little later than what an end closer would, which is like somewhere in the middle, somewhere around here. But yeah, right now, I believe right after that skill proc, yeah, we're starting to creep up ahead. And now we're approaching the final leg. Ooh, she kind of stalled there. Uh-oh. I don't know what's happening. She totally just stalled. Ooh. I don't know where we're at. I'm not too sure what happened there. It seemed like she just ran out of gas, but we got third, which is good. That's we got further than my previous run, so that's great. Hell yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and keep it going here. Let's take a look at our power. All right, our guts, our wit. I think we're doing pretty good. Let's hit this power training, get some stamina in there, level up some of that training. Arima Kinen is coming up, and that's definitely going to be very hard. We just lost a mood, but I think we still have all our clocks, and if we have all our clocks, I think we'll be fine. Let's go for guts here. Remember, we are pretty low on it, which is unfortunate. I think I'm going to go for the carrots for some energy so that I could train more. Breath of Fresh Air is also really good. That's actually insane. I'm pretty sure that's the vodka blue skill as well. Hopefully I have enough energy or skill points to use it. Then we're going to go with the power training here. Yeah, hopefully I have enough skill points to learn it. I kind of doubt it, though, because we've been spending our skill points quite a bit. Quite a bit. Yeah, this one is right here. 323. Big yikes. We can't even learn anything. No choice. Let's take a look. Pretty bad. Not looking too hot. Not looking too hot. I believe we got to fight for top 3 here. See how well we do. Just pay attention. We got a late start. But our green skill activated, so hopefully we are able to activate our skills. Goldship is kind of boxing herself in. We got rushed. That's not very good. Honestly, I mean, now she's running like a pace chaser, but I don't think it's too bad. That's usually when they overtake anyway. Oh, this looks really good. This looks very promising. Yep, home stretch haste. We got it. Hell yeah, dude. Wow. We won Arima Kinen. That's a pretty hard course to win, especially on your classic year. Especially on your classic year with a fresh account. That's pretty tough. I'm actually super proud of Goldship there. She performed wonderfully. She got rushed, which is not always bad, and it doesn't last very long either. Like there are roles that happen to cut the duration short, as well. Like, it's not for a very long duration either. So we're gonna pick the second option. I think that's energy. Nope. When it said yakisoba, I thought it was energy. For the New Year's stuff, it's silly for me. because I played this game for so long, but the choices are in the same area. So I'm pretty sure that if it wasn't the middle one, then it was the top one. But I get that one and the other event mixed up very often. But we're gonna go with I'm thinking we were going to go with Kiryuin, but you know what? I don't think I mind leveling up the speed training here. I think that's good. I think that's fine. And I think we're gonna try and take a whiskey, a risky training session. And the reason why is because I think if we lose one mood, then we could go with Aoi. But it's not always just one mood that you're risking, right? Let's try it. Let's just try it. So for this chain event that would use Aoi, it's 25 energy, 30 skill points, and +2 mood. And that is important for me, at least from a skill point perspective, for I have a 30 boost sort of in my pocket whenever I want to go ahead and use that. Let's just go ahead and use it right now. We could use some of the energy. I'll use the skill points as well. The second one is 25 energy, 5 wisdom. The second option being 45 skill points and 1 mood, which is interesting. I don't know which one this is, but we'll pick Ebisu, I guess. Guts went up. That's pretty good, I think. We have a lot of power. We are so powerful. I think that's totally fine. Let's do it. We get some stamina boost too, so I mean, we need that, especially for long courses. I think being 400, 450 is where I want to be right now, and it's not where we're at. But we have 239 skill points. Let's see if we could get some more skill points from Aoi. The second option will give me 45 skill points and 5 speed. Or I guess, maybe not. Never mind. Maybe it was the other option? That's interesting. That's weird. The bottom option was supposed to be guaranteed 45 skill points, but I'm not too sure. They could have changed it, I guess. That was the second event, too. I don't really want to risk anything here. The only thing that could be okay is like the wit training, but I think we'll just rest for the next one. I could have went for the other thing as well. I don't think I'm able to get breath of fresh air. I'll take straight away recovery though. We are kind of low on stamina if you haven't noticed. We're like at 414. So I think we do want that. Yeah, we're a triangle right now. We are not very good for stamina, but that's hopefully where that ability kind of kicks in and helps us out a bit with the endurance recovery or the HP recovery. Yeah, there are health points or HP in this game. It's not anything you can keep track. And there's a lot to HP. Maybe I'll make that into a video. But it's a little hard. I mean, like, it's not that hard to explain, right? It's basically your horse girl's sort of gas tank that allows them to sprint in the final last spurt, right? And so if it's empty, and ever since the start of the race it does tick down, if it's empty then you definitely need the recovery, right? Alright, so I'm liking our position here, and it looks like we are executing our strategy. She is trying to slingshot forward, but ooh, seems like she was getting pushed quite a bit, actually. Yeah, she got totally shoved from what I saw on like the little indicator. I think we're gonna have to retry that. I don't think that's good enough in this one. So let's see what we're looking at. Let's see what we're looking like. Ooh, she got rushed. Uh-oh. That's not good. She got rushed and she's eating grass. I don't know what I can say here, but yeah, she's totally just not climbing. She's getting blocked big time. Which is, you know, another RNG. We got straight away recovery, but we're just so far behind. She is starting to move up though, but I just don't think that's enough. Nope. Nowhere near enough. The unfortunate thing about these long tracks is that it takes a while for them to complete. Hopefully we could get this video under an hour. That's my goal here. We might have to do a few cuts here and there, but we'll see. All right, so we're in a good position. This is where I kind of like to see gold ship. Oh yeah, we're just slingshotting. Let's go. Come on. Keep pushing. Come on. Come on. Ugh, no. It's not happening. But hey, second place. I'll take it. We need it. We absolutely needed that win. That second place win, that is. For sure. Oh my gosh. We have no more clocks, so... My goal here is not to win URA. I don't think... Oh, yikes. Okay, well. That happens. This is Golshi, the Fickle Maiden. She restricts your training options. 4 of them. Into the worst one. That's great. I didn't want to click rest. That was an accident. That was totally an accident. Okay, well. Let's get that stamina, which is ironic because that was the only thing we could have done last time. Definitely ironic. Since we're coming up to the summer camp, I'm going to go for the good friendship training here. And then we are going to pick up more stamina, more guts as well from the next one. Now we have breath of fresh air, so hopefully that means our stamina is fine. Circle with the gold skill sounds like it should be fine. So hopefully we're fine here. We are the number 3 favorite. I'll tell you what's not fine, my word choice usage. Alright, 15. I don't know if that works like that. Isn't breath of fresh air a recovery skill? I'm not too sure if that was supposed to work that way, but okay. Gold ship gonna do gold ship things for sure. Oh no, she's climbing. Yep. Ooh, nice. Nice. Wait, no way. Oh my gosh. I was like, no way we actually like end up going first there. This is a medium racetrack, but still, that was great. Hell yeah. And now we get a concert. Do need to be... I do hope to like have an option to just skip them. I mean, the concerts are really cool, but I need the option to skip them at least from a recording standpoint, you know? We are good. We got Takarazuka Kinen. I'm very happy with that win. We are in summer camp now, so this is the time to train our weaker stats. I feel like we could do guts. Yeah. Maybe we could do like wit or rest after. Depends on what we have. I'll take the friendship for wit. That sounds good. Give me some stamina. Give me some wit. I almost griefed myself, but that's fine. Yeah, I think we go guts here again. Actually, I think we could just go wit. Yeah. And then hopefully there's just more Umas in the guts training. It's just one. And it's not even an Uma, but it's Miss Aoi herself. I don't know what the right choice is. Okay, that's fine. Sure. Honestly, we've been pretty unlucky recently, so I think I'm just gonna play it safe. I think I'm gonna play it a little safe here. Wow. Yeah, I'll take 4 training partners. Sure. Nice. We got a hint. Not the hint I wanted, I don't think, but we'll see. Level 5 speed. You know, this is looking pretty good for stats, I think. If I'm being honest, I like this. The only thing we're kind of low on is stamina, which we have a gold skill to kind of offset that. Okay, I think we're good. Honestly, I'm thinking this is looking just fine. I think this looks just fine. We have so much power. We have so much strength. This looks really good. We got Vodka Tokai Teo. I don't know what her name is. Agnes? Agnes? It's not Agnes Digital. I feel like it's an Agnes something. I saw Daiwa Scarlet, TM Apparel, Air Groove. Alright, what do we got? Warning shot. Start climbing now, please. Uh-oh. Oh, there she goes. There she is. She found the outside. She found the lane. Here comes. Nice. Holy. Wait. Yeah, I was like, wait, what? We got first. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. What a performance. Gold Ship is really just doing it. Very cool. I don't think we're going to be able to win URA. Definitely not, but Arima Kinen? I mean, didn't we win it in the classic year? Yeah, we just need some speed. I think we still need a lot of speed. Look at how, like, we still have a speed deficit compared to, like, speed and power, right? Nice. No. Oh, that was an 88% success. Okay, we're fine. Oh boy. Oh, let's try again. Oh, okay, we're good. Hell yeah. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. I am a little scared. We're not doing that. We're doing fighter late surger. And target in sight. When the favorite is using the same strategy, I don't think that really works out that well. Alright. Turf long. The Arima Kinen. My stamina is really bad. We do have the gold recovery skill. We do have the gold stamina skill. So hopefully that is enough to carry me through. But it's looking rough, man. But let's see. Fast forward this. Okay, the strat's there. We're being led by a NPC, so I think we can conserve a lot of stamina. We're already pushing up a little bit. We're starting to take the middle. Pushing up. Getting over some pace chasers. Everything's starting to close in. I believe Gold Ship, though, has a clear lane. It looks pretty good. Yep, she started to overtake Mejiro. This is a dub. This is a dub. Yep. Oh my gosh. We got Arima Kinen. Hell yeah, dude. We've completed my goal. My goal was to reach the end, reach URA Finale, and I'm happy to say it's totally possible with a fresh account with Gold Ship. Absolutely. We even have 2 rare cards. We have 2 rare cards, no meta card too. We're using Ogre Cap, okay? We're really using the full extent of like our deck building capabilities, right? We're not using the 2 limit break fine motion we have on this account. We're just straight doing it with the best, not the best we've got, but you know, a pretty cool relatable account, I think. Let's get this mood up and some energy as well by going on a date with Aoi. That's 20 energy, 30 skill points, 1 mood. I feel like it's useless for me to tell you that because you could just pause and rewind and see that, but let's pick up the subdued front runners here. I like that. Okay, so URA finals is medium. That's good. That's going to be easier on our stamina. I believe... Oh, wait. That was a Hanshin race course. Oh. Huh. But I don't think she learned the Hanshin skill, unfortunately. So Gold Ship has like a green stamina skill, I believe, that will proc whenever racing on Hanshin. This is the Hanshin race course. I didn't know that was her URA finals track. Alright, so we use the debuff, which looks pretty good. Saiyan Sky definitely wants to be first place right about now, but it's being led by Ines Fujin and Sakura Bakshino. And Sakura is definitely going to tire herself out from what she's doing right there. We got Nimble Navigator proc. This looks pretty tough. We're getting blocked by air. Groove. Wait. I think we could... Are we out of clocks? I think we're out of clocks. Oh, we got one more. Okay. We got one more, dude. I think we're going to stick with it. I think we have to. All right, let's see what we get. Let us see what we get. Honestly, gold chip, for whatever reason, is never the favorite on URA finals. At least not for me. I haven't seen it. I'm going to stop clicking that fast forward button repeatedly. We're going to stick with the 4X. We got fighter proc. That's good. Okay. There you go. Breath of fresh air. We got the signature skill. We're exactly where we want to be. Let's see if she just slingshots her way forward. It looks like she's really speeding up. She looks like she's blocked too, though. Oh, man, dude. That is rough. She looked totally just blocked. Well, it is what it is. You know, we, again, completed our goals here. We got to the URA Finale qualifiers with gold chip. A lot of people are failing this run. A lot of people are dropping out way early. And hopefully, this is able to help you out in any way, shape, or form. If anything, let me know in the comments below if this helped you out. If you learned anything, if you have any questions about anything I said in here. Also, let me know if you like these type of runs where we use like rare cards, we use SR cards. Maybe if you want to see runs with my account, if you want to see runs with more SSRs, or maybe you want to see one SSR because a lot of you guys re-rolled for an SSR, right? Maybe that's something you guys want to do. But yeah, I'm happy to say that we were able to reach the URA Finale with gold chip on a fresh account. And if we were able to do that, and if this helped you out, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, take care, be safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.